What did you do with Dog? Where is his body?
What, pal? Way to jump to conclusions.
Well, if that's not what happened...
Do I look like his babysitter? He probably got in trouble for not minding... Ouch!
To cut the crap! My friend's...
Alright. But I don't know much. Look, he was probably sniffing after the owner of the motel. The lights went dark and, in a moment, your man was suddenly gone. Poof! Just gone. Maybe it's something to do with the owner. Maybe it was...
It was what?
Nah, I don't know. It's not like any explanation makes sense or makes me seem more...
Well, at least that's something. Why did you kill the man upstairs?
The man upstairs had a name. He was called Roger. And I didn't kill him. So stop pointing with your...
Well, if you didn't kill him...
If I did kill him, why didn't he apprehend me at...
That's actually... Maybe Dog didn't know it was you. But...
Well, maybe you should start looking around for some...
Yeah? Like who? Like I said...
Have you tried talking to the other ones?
Which other ones?
Well, Roger was visited by two men, once every month. He would get all real nervous. There was also this curse he would bring up once in a while, especially on stormy nights. Something of his past was chasing him, but I can't really tell you what.
And can you tell me at least who these men that came to him were?
Sorry, mate, but you're on your own. I don't know feck all about it. I knew...
Well, what were you doing exactly?
What kind of ass backwards question is? It's not like I...
It's not like you what?
Nothing. What else could there be?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
What? You think there's something else? Stop it, pal, and quit staring at me that way. All right. I admit it. I work at motels because they have many perks for a guy like me. I can go into rooms without people noticing me, and I get my kicks from spying on them. I also take stuff from him.
I wanted to know something more. All right, I think I heard enough. You were doing your business, stealing stuff from other people, that's when you killed him. Because he knew. Then, Doc came in to investigate the crime scene, and you had...
I already told you. It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, you talked about two other men. But can anyone testify their existence? Right now, it is only your word, and on a very flimsy trail.
Why couldn't it have been your boss who killed him, and then cut loose?
My boss was in a cage, remember? He couldn't have...
Look, I know how this looks. Even if I told you, you still wouldn't...
You keep saying that. Try me, because just like you said...
Well, I told you already that I usually use my peculiar talents to spy on people and steal some things from their room. Motel Romero was no exception. It's not that he was trying to be scary, but he always came up as a weirdo. Most of the times he was a pompous buffoon, but from times to times he would get downright creepy. I didn't make much of it. Any monster with 2 fingers of forehead can tell you that there is no such thing as a gypsy curse.
What about the 2 men? Were they regulars at...
The 2 men never stayed at the motel. They came to visit my boss once a month. Roger would get all jittery when they appeared. I don't know who they were, but after dealing with this shit for some time, one night I went into his room to learn the combination of his strongbox. As I suspected, there was nothing of value. This was the photo. It's just a picture of him when he was young and some broad. It's really old. 30 years at least. He was not even fat back then. He was even pretty buff. So I took the photo and kept it. I guess that if it was in a strongbox, it should have some value.
That's Nadia! Just like she looks today. Maybe that's what's chasing him. His gypsy curse. But how is that possible?
A couple of days later, I was minding my own business when I saw a thing that was not supposed to be. Her. She looked as young as in the picture I had. A woman with eyes of glimmer green, the shrilling voice of a shattered soul, hair as black as... It simply could not be. The curse was real. The ghost was real. And it was after him, for when I climbed the stairs, all life had escaped his body. No wound, as if he had just been drained. And when your boss appeared, she came back. Through the flicking lights, her skin gave a moonshine glow. My heart stopped. And when she was gone, so...
Let's say I believe you. I still have one...
That wasn't me, pal. I had the shit scared out of me. Almost literally. But I was too busy getting naked and getting out of there, hiding in the trunk of your car.
Well, I think that's it here. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to interrogate old dead Take the chain? But then how will people know where to wait? And if people don't know how to wait, how are they expected to know? Chaos would reign! Fathers will kill their children and feast them! Ah, screw it. I'm taking it anyway. It'll come in handy. I should... Ha! I said buy it. Well, it's not like the book is run...
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Bye. Got it. Pizzaboy, on towards our next destination. That's the spirit. Back to Motel Romero. We have a ghost to interrogate. I can't believe I'm doing this. According to the book, I first need to Now, light the candle. This is my last match, so It smells like bacon. I guess the grease overpowered... Hey, Pizzaboy, this is important. If you don't wake me up in time, I might be... Now, read out loud. Klaatu Barada Niktu. And now, gunpowder.
Well, I should have guessed that this wouldn't work from the get-go. You two, you wait here while I figure out what to do. I'll be back in a minute. Just wait here, okay?
What the?
Sup? As in, what's up, Chief? Welcome to the land of the dead. Or to live.
Look, I'm not dead.
The first stage. Denial. Before we can help you with your condition...
No, see? I performed the ritual...
Oh boy, we have a cultist here. All right, you came to an existential...
Yeah, by the way, who...
We are the Global Underground Association for Spectral Control of Anger.
That can't be right.
We can help you deal with everyday problems.
Like trying to interact with the physical world.
Tutorials on how to achieve and/or avoid going forward.
Ectoplasm. That awkward little...
You'll notice that things work a little bit differently on this side of life.
So, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. How exactly is this different?
Well, you can barely interact with the physical plane now.
Sure, you might open some doors if the wind is on your side.
But in order to really interact with something, you must possess it.
And possessing requires a lot of anger.
And that's what we do here. Learn to project our anger in order to be able... Here, take this complimentary hammer and start working on holding...
You can sit with us and practice. In 100 years, you might be angry enough to hold 2 objects.
But beware. Too much anger is also dangerous.
Yes, if you don't control your emotions, you might go full poltergeist on some.
That's a lot to take in.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. We dead people.
Thanks. What the?
Damn. It seems the battery is dead. What will I do now? Oh, hi. You must be the owner of this pathetic...
Yes. What the hell are you doing with it?
I'm sorry, but it's mine now. Let me introduce myself. As soon as I fix this car, I'm taking this body for a
You should leave it where you found it.
What are you gonna do about it? You should have worn a silver chain when you performed your
I was wearing one.
Nah, that was a fake.
That gremlin son of a troll.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to fix this car and get my shiny new ass. Ouch! Hey, stop that! Okay, pal. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going inside. I'm so eager to meet your girlfriend. It's been so... By the way, awesome jacket.
That bastard. What the?
And that's everything I think about your...
Yeah? Come and say that to my face.
Your face? You're a ghost. That's like, what? A spectral, glorified, sentient fart of...
When I get you, I'll teach you a manner or two.
Oh, I might die any time now. So, if you see a face like mine, in the meantime, enjoy some TV. I moved the antenna for you.
Oh, I'll set him straight.
Oh, there you are. Care to trust?
What are you talking about?
I will teach you a lesson. Nobody says these things.
I think you must be confusing me with someone.
Don't play dumb with me. Be... Wow. You can pack some punch.
Thanks. What? Not you. Get out of our way, Mutt. I've got more pressing matters at hand. Okay. I see this old...
Your soul is my chew toy, and I will hump.
Oh, and now you talk. That's all right. I know when I'm overpowered.
told me never to play with my food. For you, I'll make an exception.
Get away from my body!
Tick-tock, loser. Come here.
Ouch!
This can't be.
Beaten by a mortal. Not too
You're such an idiot that you don't realize how...
Yeah? How does it feel to be an idiot's punching?
Ugh! You... What? No! No! I lost my cool because of you! Now I'm trapped inside this.
You are a stupid furnace.
I will turn your organs inside out.
If you ever get out of that furnace, that is. Mind if we trade?
Nah, what?
The bell. I can hear.
At last, warrior, we meet in a field of champions. Prepare to have your soul shattered, buried, and pooped upon.
Oh, hell no. You bad dog. I'm gonna pummel some new tricks.
Well, I guess I'll be in there for a while. I can go up now. Mind if we trade?
Certainly not.
Could I have that? No? That's okay. I can't argue with this behemoth. Do you want some of this? Whoa! Thanks! Hey! Now I'm able to... Eureka! Exploiting glitches in the fabric... It's so sticky and gooey. At least I didn't throw up in the process. Was my suffering worth all these troubles? It's locked. I wish I was one of those ghosts that could phase through walls. Oh yeah, I wish I was one of those ghosts that...
What are you doing?
Oh, this? I don't know.
Wait, that would add too much pressure and...
Yeah, I know that. Let's see what happens.
Oh! That hurts like hell! Why did you have to do that?
I think it'll help me get to the man I'm looking for. But it was mostly about seeing that look on your face when it happened. And now I can take that back. A boarded window. I can climb to the crime scene. That hit me hard. What happened? Wait a minute. I'm possessing the wall. Don't panic. They said panicking just makes it worse. I can't hear my heartbeat. I have no heartbeat. Okay, I can't do anything at all. I think this actually is... I am a wall! If I wasn't as... This is no time to start talking. Besides that, I'm always talking. Wait a minute. The other side of it leads to the crime. I just have to turn around and... Yeah, that's nice and quiet. I feel so much better now.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Long story, bro.
What do you want from me?
We're just gonna have a little talk. Say, mister.
Oh my, an admirer. The lengths you walked to meet me. You came to the afterlife. I'm so honored.
I didn't come to meet you. Well, I did, but I'm not your admirer. I don't even know.
Ah, the years. They have not been gentle to my looks. But I assure you, I am the one and only
Okay, Mr. Romero. I came here to ask you some questions.
By all means. Is this an interview? Ask to your heart's content.
I have to find what's the connection between him and Dog. Nadia seems to be the missing link, the one that connects both of them together. But who is Roger? I'll let him speak a little before starting the interrogation. Let's start from the beginning. Tell me your name.
Oh, this is one of those stories. I really need no introduction. I'm the Magnifico Roger Romero, actor extraordinaire, famous.
But you're kind of fat. I'm pretty sure you're wearing a wig.
That's what happens when you go bankrupt and can't keep eating Romer bars. I blame the consumers. Romer bars were ahead of their time. Years of hamburgers have not managed to fill that hole in my heart.
So, let's focus on... You haven't mentioned how this motel fit in your life.
Well, I bought this beautiful Victorian-style house, the only one in Lisbon, mind you, as my retirement home. But it was too big of a home for myself, so I decided to reopen it once again as a petite motel. I also still have...
This is going nowhere. Let's try something out. You said you're an actor. You didn't leave that part...
What are you implying?
I noticed that there are a lot of lights and cables and cameras and costumes.
Oh yes, of course. Trinkets of my life as a star. Keeps...
So, that's all in the past?
Well, now it is. But as you might have heard, I know news like this flies around you paparazzi people. I was about to make a comeback, a big one. I was about to film my first film with Caveira in more than 20 years. It was to be a werewolf movie. And as you know...
A werewolf? That has Dog Mendonça written all over it. This is the time to change strategy. Ask the serious questions. What do you know about Dog Mendonça?
I don't know what the tabloids have been telling you, but I never had relations with that man. I don't even know who this Dog Mandioca character...
That's strange, because he disappeared in your motel. He was with a woman named Nadia. Does that ring a bell?
I don't know any woman by that name.
They were investigating a gypsy curse. You don't know anything about...
No, of course not.
There were also rumors about a group of people meeting here in this motel.
Nonsense. Is this one of those stories? Motel Romero has been a family place since the day I opened its doors. This is a place where you can bring your children. I'm not associated with any unwanted element.
All right, Mr. Romero. If you're not going to be nice, neither am I. So, you say you don't know anything about a man called...
That's accurate. I may have heard about Dog Mediocre. Is he a wrestler or something? It sounds like the name of a wrestler. Hot and rabid. A greasy wife-beater in a pink tutu. But this woman, Nadia, I know absolutely no one by that name.
That's strange, because an old associate of yours directly...
Calumnies! How dare that ungrateful twerp tarnish my name, after all I did for him?
I also saw a photo of...
Oh, don't bother. Nowadays, anything can be photoshopped.
It was a really old photo.
Look, I don't know where you're getting all these rumors. Is that this kind of story?
There's something odd. What is it? So, you might know her by some other...
No.
You're hesitating a lot.
What are these sudden accusations? What kind of story do you want to write?
I didn't think about it. But Nadia might not even be her real name. Why are you so scared to talk about the gypsy?
Ha! There are no such things.
A big man such as you wouldn't be.
Exactly.
I mean, you're so full of pride. There's...
Are you making fun of my weight? Is that...
No, no. That would be too heavy.
I'll have you know that I used to be pretty buff back then. It took all those hamburgers to fill the hole the Romer bars had left in my life. They filled my arteries pretty well.
There's something odd. What is it? The hamburgers filled your arteries? Were you suffering from a heart condition?
Sadly, no. It would have been a tragic tale. I would have made it to the front page.
I wonder if he's still trying to hide his fear of a gypsy curse, or if he's honest and the cause of death is not related to it. Why are you hiding all those meetings with your...
Believe me, if I had any friends worth hiding, they wouldn't have any reason.
I get it. This might have happened right under your nose. Maybe.
Yes, I offered my trademark charm and warmth to all the guests.
There's something odd. What is... Why did you say two? I never said they were two men.
I don't know. I was applying a random number. Why else would there only be 2 men?
I don't know. You tell me. What were...
I already told you I don't know these 2 gentlemen that allegedly met at my motel.
He will keep denying it, but he clearly knows. I'll keep... All right, I think I heard enough. I'll tell you what kind of story After the crash of your Romer Bar's business, you were left with a lot of debt. Like everyone with no skills and no brains in your position, you seeked the help of the wrong people. To get out of trouble, you decided to do the only thing you know how to do. So you and your girlfriend found out about this werewolf detective and decided to snatch him for...
No, that didn't happen.
I mean, look at you. You have no acting skills, and you lost your looks long ago. It could only work with a real werewolf. But when you found out that Nadia had managed to fool him, you were so excited that you had a heart attack.
That's not what happened at all. She would never have anything to do with it.
Admit it. You made up the gypsy curse to get my boss here so Nadia and you could get rid of the debt.
Stop saying that. Her name was not Nadia.
What?
I said her name was not Nadia. Her name was Morella. Nadia was just a stage name she used to hide her gypsy roots. She was cute like that. Didn't want to be judged by where she came from. Didn't want to be judged by how she looked. And she looks stunning. Always fun. I think it's time to confess. I'm already dead, for God's sake. My reputation can't get any lower. Get your hearts ready. I never was very smart, but I had a lot of heart. I was pretty buffed, but I was also a coward. And I liked her. I really did. Thomas Cavera and that monster came to me. He wasn't looking for talent, which I didn't have any of, but he wanted my looks. My looks and my big ego. I would have done anything to shine on the silver screen. We did monster movies together, tons of them. None had any great success, but some people cherished the special effects. It was way before CGI, you know. And Morella was there, sometimes when we needed a female lead. And she didn't ever treat me like a tool. She was nice, but she couldn't hide her Roma heritage. Those green eyes, that black hair. Yeah, she was a gypsy, all right. I didn't know what we were doing. Not back then. The terrible things. When she died on that stage, the others let her bleed to death. I was too scared to do anything. And she damned us. All of us. Morella cursed us with her last spit, blood gushing out of her mouth. Cavera and the monster would come often to see me, to see if I was still true to our word, to remind me. The last time they actually came to talk about a new movie. That bit is true. I was really excited for the first time, and that's when she came back. As beautiful as the day she died. Preserved like a stone rose. Her eyes piercing through me. Piercing my bad, tired, maltreated heart.
Wait, what terrible things are you talking about? Who was the monster? What? What? Pazul? You... I was so close. Oh, now I can't go back to being a ghost until the next... Yeah, I know. I asked you to wake me up if the candle was waning. Thanks. I would be trapped back there otherwise. At least I got the name of the director. But I don't know who he is. You know who might? My friend Vasco. He loves this stuff, and his encyclopedic knowledge might register the name. He's such a nerd. I should call him. Hello? Vasco? Hey, man. How are you? Listen, I need something quick. Does the name Tomas Caveira ring? You're telling me to meet you where? A theme park? What? Let's go, Pazul.
Welcome to the Maravilloso Mundo de Caveira.
A theme park in Lisbon dedicated to the movies of a local director?
Well, it's kind of a cult place, and you get easily distracted by things like...
So, what can you tell me about this director and this place?
Caveira is a cult master. He made a bunch of monster movies throughout the 70s and 80s. All classics.
Monster movies? That sounds like something that Dog would investigate. What was so...
Well, his plots were kind of lackluster. They were always about this guy that turned into a monster and fought other monsters. But he's kind of an unrecognized genius of FX's. His gory depiction of the battles and their costumes put kaiju movies to shame. He inspired modern classics like Human Washing Machine or The Son of Human Washing Machine.
Okay, he seems like someone I should have a talk with. Where can I find him?
He's a very reclusive man. He lives in his own private cinema. Somewhere inside it said that the whole theme park is a test to see who is worthy of meeting him. But no one knows exactly how.
Great. He's my only lead and we'll have to solve a giant puzzle to find him. Night's just getting better and better.